What's good, y'all? Back at it again, Ash Greasy. Today I'm just make a short video because I'm just try to get to it. I got a lot of stuff going on, and I'm troubleshooting a lot of things going on. So I just want to just get a short video and get it out to y'all. This video is just talking about the process. All right. So the process. Let's talk about the process. You hear all this stuff. If you're a sports fans I like the Sixers, so their motto has been trust the process because they've been losing for all these years, and then within the past 2 years they finally started making strides towards getting towards winning the championship, towards getting better, right? Because the end goal for them is to win a championship, so they got to trust the process, right? So the process. What is the process? Usually there's like two types of people out here, right? You got people who focus on the result, and then you got people who focus on the process. And what you should aim for is you should aim to be a combination of both, right? Because at the end of the day, we're moving towards things. We're either moving towards something or we're moving away from it. However you want to take that, it just is what it is. So, in order to get closer to whatever it is that you're aiming for, right? Whatever your target is, whatever you're aiming for, right? You have to go through a process, right? And in that process, as you're working, you're grinding, you're building, at the end you will receive a result, right? So that's what the process is, right? The process is the work, it's the grind, it's the hustle, it's the bustle, it's all that good stuff. It's taking pains, all right? Because the end result is it's what everyone looks for, but the end result seems so simple compared to the going through the process and its complexities, all right? So again, the process. Let's talk about building, right? Building takes time, okay? Building takes time. You ever watched a construction site, okay? When there's building going on, it could take weeks, it could take months, it could take years, depending on what size of the structure that's being built, right? Pardon me. It could take, like I said, it could take weeks, it could take months, it could take years, depending on the size of the structure, right? So during that time, sometimes it's hard. The Sometimes it's hard for the people who aren't the architect. It's hard for them to see what the end goal is going to be like, right? The architect knows, right? The architects and the engineers and everyone else, your construction workers, they know what it's going to look like, okay? They got the mold, they got the plan, they got the diagram, right? But you, as someone who's not a part of that process, sometimes you're looking at it and you just don't see what the heck is going on, right? And the moral of the story is, when you're building, when you're on your grind, when you're trying to get to wherever you got to go, and there are people who are not in your shoes, they're not going to see everything that you're going through, okay? So it's going to, I know a lot of people, especially in relationships, you look for a woman, you want a rider, right? You want, or a ride or die, right? Sometimes it's hard for that person to see everything that you're doing when they're not doing it with you, or they're not there with you, right? And this could be, like I said, it could be in a relationship, or it could just be friends, it could be family, it could be whomever, whatever individuals are that are involved in your life, right? So they're not gonna see all the work, all the pain, all the toil that has to go into manifesting whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, okay? Whatever that may be. And okay, so that's the process, right? And then we got the result, right? So the result again is what everybody wants, right? We want we want to go to the store real quick and we want to get ice cream, right? You want to get ice cream, and it's easy to go to the store and get ice cream, but nobody wants to milk the cow. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to pasteurize the milk. No one wants to put the work to process the milk to turn it into ice cream. You see what I'm saying? There's a long process that has to go on just to get that box of ice cream to Target so you could go pick it up, or whichever store you go to go pick it up. All right? So that's the process, okay? And it doesn't happen overnight, okay? And excuse me, that's the result. That's the result. So the result doesn't happen overnight, but the result is just people just see it as easy pickings, all right? People see the result as easy pickings, but they don't see the work that went into the result, which is the process. And you can't have a result without having a process, all right? It just is what it is. The best example I could think of is having a baby, right? Regardless of how many kids you have, the kids, they each have to go through the process, right? Seed got to be fertilized. Then there got to be a gestation period. You see what I'm saying? It got to be an incubation period. You see what I'm saying? And it has to go through its process. It has to go through stages, right? It has to go through stages, and then the child has to be born. You see what I'm saying? Nobody could just, you can't just, the seed can't be fertilized and then a child is born tomorrow. It's a process. You see what I'm saying? It takes weeks. It takes months. It takes a long time. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how many children you have. You see what I'm saying? They each have to go through the same stages of life in their own order, right? You got childhood, you got infants, then you got toddlers, right? Then you got small children, young children, right? And you get preteens, right? And you got adolescents, you got young adults, you got middle-aged adults, you got older folk. You know what I'm saying? That's just the process. It just is what it is, right? You cannot skip the process. You have to go through the process. You have to go into the ring and you gotta fight. You know what I'm saying? You gotta train. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put that work in. You gotta put that grind in. You gotta put your mind to the grind. You gotta put your mind over matter. You see what I'm saying? You gotta do it, yo, because nobody else is going to do it for you. And if they do it for you, they're going to need something. All right. So this video is getting too long, so I'm gonna cut it off. So embrace the process, embrace the results. All right. You know what I mean? Last thing about the results. All right. Sometimes the result goes good. Sometimes it's what you expected. Sometimes it goes left. It just is what it is. All right. It just is what it is. Go ask a farmer. Go become a gardener. Go see how it works. You plant more seeds than you expect to yield, okay? It just is what it is. You could do everything right, and sometimes it just goes left. It's just the way it is, all right? And there's no other way that I can explain it than for you to go see it for yourself. So if you don't trust me, go see it for yourself, all right? Embrace the grind. Keep manifesting whatever it is that you aiming for. You know what I'm saying? Life is all about taking pains. You know what I mean? You was born from pain. You was born from pain. You were born from pain. A woman had to birth you. Unless you're a clone. But I don't know any, not that I know of. So, you was born from someone else's pain, right? Birth is a painful process. Alright? And when you die, it ain't gonna be no more pain. It's gonna be no more pain. See what I'm saying? Every time you, I hate to bring this up, because everybody goes through it. But, you know, when there's a loss of a loved one, what's the phrase you hear frequently? At least they're not in any more pain. You know what I mean? So you got to take the pains. It's just a circle of life, man. So that's the process, man. Trust your process. Trust your results. if your result is not what you want, fix it, go through the process again, and do it better. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no losses. Like I said before, only lessons. Right what I mean? So enjoy it, embrace it, grind, go get it. This Ash Greasy, Hurry Up and Drop is available now. Check out AshtonGrayMusic.com. I'll post the link somewhere below. I got my book, How to Come Up, on the way. I got some merch on the way. And like I said, this video's taking longer than I expected, but I'm really out here grinding, so I'm just giving you what I can. And if it's taking longer than expected, then you do it yourself. All right? I got some good things coming. I don't want to spoil too much, but started some big things. And yo, keep hustling. Be independent, man. Boss up.